everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today, hey guys, this is a pregnancy video. It is going to be my updates and my advice. So let's talk about advice first and then updates. So my advice for any first-time moms out there is to find a pregnancy class that best suits you. So the very first trimester, I have found a class that I took free online. Like, it's just like the first class is free and then you have to pay like $100 for the rest. But you have to watch that free course to be able to get it for that cheap of a price. And for my own price comparison, it is a lot cheaper comparatively to all the other ones. But they train you on how to deliver a baby. And so I think that that's really important. Whether you're getting an epidural, whether you are doing it completely natural, whether you're in a birth center, whether you're in a hospital, I find it really important just to kind of know what's going on in your body, so that way it's just knowledge to have, because your body's about to go through something extreme. Although common and although something very natural, it is going to go through something very extreme, and your body is going to be changing and growing. And this program, particular program that I have, goes through the pregnancy and how to prepare for labor and delivery. It goes over how to, like, lactation consultant kind of thing, like all the different things you need to know about breastfeeding, as well as postpartum. And then it also goes over how to sleep train your baby. So it's got a lot of information all in one, and I truly love the class. I will leave a link for it down below. But you have to go watch the free, or be part of the free class to be able to get the discount, which I highly recommend. So if you're a first-time mom, if you're just needing to, you know, make things cheaper, this is something for you. So I will leave that down below. But that was the first thing that I ever did whenever I found out that I was pregnant. I also got a prenatal. I used the Garden of Life prenatal, and I absolutely love it. It is the raw one. I'll show you, hold on. These are what they look like, because they have two different kinds of prenatals for the Garden of Life brand, and I use the prenatal multi-whole food multivitamin. This is the one that I've always wanted to use. I've used the women blend before, and so I trusted this company, and I truly like it. And it's got just so much stuff in it. So I first got that, and then I took that class, and then now what I'm doing to prepare for my third trimester is I am actually, or like postpartum, not third trimester. Postpartum is I am collecting meals that I'm going to prep for my postpartum recovery situation. I'm also slowly buying baby items and postpartum necessities from other people that have said that they like it or that they don't, just so that way I don't have to buy so much all at one time, because it is really expensive for you to take care of yourself and your child. And so I want to slowly buy things instead of all at one time buy them. And so I have started slowly purchasing some of these products. And so that's something that I've been kind of preparing myself for, the postpartum, and just kind of planning some of that out, as well as figuring out what I'm going to do for my third trimester, how to take care of myself in my second trimester, things like that. So next thing we're going to be talking about is my supplements that I've been taking. So I am taking, or have been taking, this prenatal, which has really helped me a lot. So if I don't take anything that day, I normally take just this prenatal. However, I have been taking a couple of added supplements just so that way I have it. So in the very first trimester, I added a vitamin D supplement, because that is going to help the neurological progression of your baby, and it's going to help grow the main organs that are going to be growing in your body. Because in the second and third trimester, usually that's whenever they're just doubling in size. Or not doubling in size, but whenever they're growing the most. And then in the third trimester, it's just the baby is starting to fatten up, so that way it looks like an actual like 7-8 pound baby coming out of you. That's the whole point of the 3rd trimester, and kind of like finishing up some of the details of growing the hair and making sure the eyelashes are all grown and the fingernails are good and the hands are good. That's what the 3rd trimester is for. 2nd trimester is when the baby's actually getting larger, and just kind of finishing the developmental stages of what the first trimester didn't quite finish. And in the 1st trimester, that is whenever they're starting to build every single organ, and every single day is so crucial. So that is what I took a vitamin D supplement for, because it aids in helping the brain development and everything like that, because that is the crucial time that your baby is going to be growing in brain development. So I increased my fat, and I also took a vitamin D supplement and took some extra omegas. That's something that I really did. And then I also started taking Ningxia. This is really good for your placenta, and also helps with the like, what am I trying to think of? Placenta and energy that you need whenever you are in your 1st trimester, because I had literally no energy, so taking this helped a lot. And I'm mainly just taking it for my placenta, because my main focus is to be able to have my placenta into capsules and encapsulate it, and then have that as part of my postpartum. I'm really hoping for that. I don't know if that'll happen. I'm still searching for like someone to do that. I know someone, I just have to see if the mileage, because she only goes so far. So I'm hoping that it's not very far for her to drive. That's my goal. But those are the 2 things that I've been taking like religiously since the very beginning of my pregnancy. Some of the other things I've been taking is Juice Plus. I'm going to leave an article linked down below, and it's going to be talking about Juice Plus and the benefits during pregnancy. If you guys don't know, I am on modified bed rest, which basically just means I just can't do too much, if that makes sense, because I'm very modified on the modified bed rest. So anyways, this helps with preeclampsia and a bunch of other things, and it just gives you extra nutrients as well. I've always taken Juice Plus, so this is something that I would just kind of took the whole time during my 1st trimester and into my 2nd trimester. And then I believe it was the very beginning of my 2nd trimester, I actually researched about pregnancy and Juice Plus, and I'm sold on the fact that this is super important, and this helps your energy so much during pregnancy, because you're just getting some extra vitamins and minerals. So that's that. And then let's talk about, I'm looking at all the products down here and kind of figuring out where and what I want to talk about. So let's talk about where I'm at right now. So I am 17 weeks in a couple days. I'm about to be 18 weeks today, or not today. I'm gonna be, from today, I will be almost 18 weeks. And with that, I wanted to show you my belly. And then I also wanted to tell you that the baby is the size of a beet. Today, and this past week, the eyelashes have grown, as well as some hair. So that's what's happening today. It's growing hair. And the hands and feet are just growing. Everything's just kind of growing. No major development besides hair has been happening. But let's show you a little bump update. This is what the baby looks like. We do know the gender. We will not be sharing the gender until the baby is born. But currently, some symptoms that I've been having, quite honestly, I don't really have very many. But for the most part, just some basic symptoms that I've had so far is just some fatigue here and there. Sometimes if I do too much, I have like shortness of breath. And I think that's it. I get hot pretty easily now. But I haven't had anything super crazy. I will say that thank God I'm on modified bed rest, because I never realized I was having like these cramps and things like that. I didn't realize that those were not good, but now that I do, and now that I'm on modified bed rest, it has helped me a lot. And feeling better in the second trimester, so I'm really, really thankful for that. I haven't really had any super crazy nauseousness. It is more there now than it was in the first trimester, but it's not like bad, if that makes any sense. It's just if I eat something that had a weird texture, it kind of makes me want to puke, but that, like, even in like normal day-to-day life, it would also make me feel that way. So anyways, that's that. And I'm trying to think what else. I don't have any specific cravings. I did have one craving one time, and it was a chicken sandwich from Sonic, which sounds disgusting, and I mean, it was actually really good because that's what I was craving. But that's the only thing that I've actually had that's been like a craving. I would say one other one would be like a chocolate milkshake, and that's about it. Everything else I pretty much have not had any cravings for, so it's been kind of tricky, I will say. But let's talk about one or two of the supplements that I'll be adding shortly to the supplement regimen for my third trimester. So for my end of my second trimester, and kind of like what I'm going to be incorporating into my third, is this red raspberry leaf tea. You can take it in your second trimester and help soften your cervix and be able to push the baby out and have really good lubrication for the baby to come out of. And so you can take it in your second and third trimester from what I've been told. Again, I'm not a dietitian yet. I am actually studying to be a dietitian, but I'm not one yet. And this is just what I have been told. It helps tone the uterus and can also support healthy menstruation. So they don't recommend you having it in the very first trimester, but in the second and the third, they say that it's safe to take. So that is something that I will be having in my second trimester. I will be adding to the supplement regimen, and I will carry that on into my third trimester. And into my third trimester, I will be adding some, again, red raspberry leaf tea. I will also be taking primrose oil, and I will also be spraying some Clariderm from Young Living down there to kind of make sure that it's able to spread open and kind of be toned and ready to go for it. And then, so basically what Clariderm does is kind of like help soften everything. It's kind of using like the same idea as primrose oil. I know a lot of people insert primrose oil, but I am not planning on doing that. That just doesn't sound like something that I would want to do. So I'm just going to take a supplement of that orally from a capsule and then just call it good from there. So I'll be taking that and kind of just preparing my body for labor. I will also be increasing some dates into my diet in the third trimester, so that way it is a more swift labor and delivery. So that's kind of the whole point of that. And then I will also be including this in my third trimester, which is alfalfa. And what alfalfa is supposed to do is help you hold on to your iron, and it's supposed to help you, I'll leave a link for like a bunch of different resources related to alfalfa, but it's going to give you less bleeding in postpartum. It's supposed to help you with the blood loss and everything like that, so that way after you are done having your baby, you're not going to basically die. So alfalfa is one of those main things that I have done. Oh, also, I forgot to mention, in your very first trimester, I would roll Progestins Plus on my my wrists and everything like that, because that helps with the baby. And so that's something that I wanted to mention, is that I would roll Progestins Plus to be able to keep the baby inside of me during the first trimester. Do not put it on in the second and third trimester. So anyways, that's all I have to say with that. And then now to some of the postpartum kind of things that I bought. I bought these from Thrive Market just to be able to help me in any way possible. I have been slowly buying some postpartum things, and if you have seen my Amazon baby haul video, you would know that. But I got just a couple more things from Thrive for that specific season of my life, just so that way it's as easy as possible. So the first thing is Milkmaid tea from Earth Mama. That is one of the things I'm really excited to try, and I will be not taking any of that until after I give birth. But also I wanted to mention that inside of here is alfalfa, and alfalfa is actually really good for your milk supply as well, so I'm thinking about taking this during my postpartum as well. And then I also got some reusable nursing pads. I know I got some in pretty much every single thing I've shown you in every single video, but I wanted to get some more just so that way I have them. And then I got these maternity pads because just in case I don't actually want the diapers that I bought from Amazon, I can use these because everyone kind of changes, and it depends on how bad I bleed as to how I want it to be. But these are all natural cotton, hypoallergenic, eco-friendly, no chemicals, everything like that. That is what they look like. So I'm getting really prepared for these. I might even make these into some padsicles. I haven't really decided, but that's kind of like what I'm thinking. But that's it. That's pretty much all I have to say. I am just cruising along. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.